You talk about people looking elsewhere for help. A lot of times you have to look outside the country. What sort of things have you noticed in terms of trying to um, give alternative choices and not being allowed to do certain things